I'm here in Cambodia on a product sourcing trip with our Director of Operations, Jill, and our Creative Director, Megan. Our partners are establishing routes here to produce products that are price competitive. It's not only important that the products match the quality we are known for, but we also want to see and hear firsthand that their workers are receiving fair wages and ethical employment. From refugee camps to rising skylines, Cambodia is writing a new chapter, and we came here to be a part of it. When we think about where our products come from, we often think about quality and price, but there's something just as important: the people. Here in part 2, we'll learn more about Cambodia's history, its future, and better understand the role Christmas manufacturing plays in between. Meet Chakrey. He's our translator, guide, and cultural bridge for this journey.
Let's get going. Industry and understand a little bit more about what we're doing.
He was born in 1981 in a refugee camp near the Thai border. At the time, Cambodia was just beginning to recover from one of the most devastating genocides in modern history. You were born shortly after the end of the Khmer Rouge regime. That ended in 1979. You were born in 1981. So you were in a camp, basically a refugee camp, on the border between Thailand and Cambodia. So a very different life from what we're used to in America. This is a time period when a quarter of the population of Cambodia was killed through genocide. And here you are born into this refugee camp. You know, what was it like growing up in that world?
During that time, my father was a soldier. So he escaped the country to go to the border of Thailand.
Okay, so he escaped to get away from everything.
Yep. And my mother at that time, she was pregnant. And then like few months after my father left the country, she followed my father's by a guy. Brought her to the refugee camp to find her husband there.
Right.
And yeah, I was born there.
You were born there, then you grew up there until 12 years old. So how was that growing up as a child?
Yeah, it was quite difficult growing up in a refugee camp.
Right.
Because we were supported by a UN agency. It's UNICEF.
UNICEF, right. So they were supporting it financially.
Yeah, financially. So they give us like egg weekly, some rice at the first time. So, but after like several years, people start to do business there. So there are some school there, but
so it started developing more and started to get some commerce and started getting more structural support.
Exactly. Yeah, but it was very struggle the first several years of those.
Right. Yeah, so just a different world. And then at 12, you were finally able to start moving back into the other areas of Cambodia.
Yeah. So in 1993, because of the peace agreement, all of us came to Cambodia.
Very good. His story is a reminder that resilience isn't just a word here, it's a way of life.
Okay.
And now as Cambodia rebuilds, manufacturing is giving a new generation a future. In the last decade, Cambodia's economy has grown faster than almost anywhere in Southeast Asia. With support from foreign investment, manufacturing has become one of the country's biggest growth drivers. More Cambodians are leaving agriculture and entering skilled labor jobs. And with vocational training on the rise, we're seeing more talent, more opportunity, and more innovation every year. Over 95% of Cambodians practice Buddhism. That means their annual celebrations are centered around a different calendar of holidays.
So as far as holidays in Cambodia, what are your top 2 or 3 main holidays?
Okay, so there are 3 main holidays in Cambodia. The first one is Khmer New Year.
It's when they shoot each other with water and squirt water on everybody and they put the powder on.
That's in April, and it's Khmer New Year. It's similar to Thailand, similar to Myanmar. It's celebrated on the same days.
Okay.
Because it's a Buddhism ceremony. So these 3 countries have the common
New Year's
times. Second one is Chumban. We call it Chumban holiday.
Right.
It's similar to like in USA you call it Christmas.
Right.
But I think it's it's Chumban. And another one is water festival, which they're gonna have like boat racing here, like millions of people coming from different provinces will come to the city.
I was here 2 years ago in April, and I'm from Texas. We get hot, but nothing like April in Cambodia. I have never been that hot. And you guys wear pants all the time.
Yeah.
What we have found in our journey here goes beyond any single celebration. There's a common thread we recognize, which is gratitude, reflection, family, and joy. And those values aren't exclusive to any culture. They're shared across humanity. So when someone in Cambodia carefully crafts a bow, assembles a wreath, or wraps lights on a Christmas tree, they know they are creating something that brings people together. Their spirit of care, creativity, and connection is something that we can all celebrate. Cambodia's labor productivity still trails behind more established economies like China. While we learned that the value of labor output is significantly higher in China, progress in Cambodia is steady and encouraging. As training improves and opportunities expand, the value of Cambodian labor is rising, along with the quality of life it provides.
Megan gave me some information that she had pulled together, talking about the productivity in a Chinese worker versus Cambodian worker. Chinese per hour is about $12 per productivity in China, versus here their productivity is only about $3 per hour. And that's part of it. I think China's had a lot of years to develop skill and work smarter. So I'm sure you're trying to develop that here. And then you mentioned more machines, more robotics, more of the automation coming in as well.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 times difference.
I showed a video of, this was back when everything was soldered by hand. Probably the first time I went to the factory, and this lady was just solder. I took it back home. Everybody thought I was fast forwarding the film. They thought I sped it up because she was so fast. It's like, no, that's how fast, all day, every bulb getting soldered.
Like our workers been doing their jobs for 20 years. Their efficiency is even faster than machine.
Right. Yes, and that's impressive.
A lot of people think of manufacturing as cold and mechanical, but what we've seen here is something else entirely. In Cambodia, a fair-paying job can be life-changing. It supports a family, it builds a village, it opens the door to dignity, especially for women, disabled workers, and those who have been left behind.
Cheers to Cambodia.
Yes.
We brought you in as an interpreter, a cultural expert. I provide great transportation and culture insight, food insight. We introduce you to the Christmas side of the business, which is our core business. You went to some factories with us, you saw the production. What was your thoughts on Christmas, and how do you think all the Christmas coming down to Cambodia, how do you think that can help this country?
Well, first of all, I think I was impressed at that time. I didn't know that Christmas is huge business. I mean,
right.
just on the lighting and the tree itself. I mean, there's a lot of factory which is producing those materials just for Christmas item.
Right.
And I mean, first of all, thank you for the opportunity giving me to see the factories producing those Christmas items. And I mean, it's a huge factory. I've never been there.
Yes.
I can see, lots of workers there. And I mean, it's a great business for Cambodia. It's also provide the opportunity for Cambodian people to work in the factory producing the Christmas item.
Right.
I mean, I think some factory that we visit, like they have like 300 or 400 workers there, which provide a lot of job opportunity for Cambodian. Right. And I saw one of the company, the factory we visited, they have like some facility which is good for the worker. They have like swimming pool,
dorm room, basketball court,
basketball. They also plan to have like a dormitory for the worker, which is it's a great for,
Right.
for Cambodian people.
So, and we did see that a lot of ethical labor, which is a very important. And these factories also produce for, big box retail stores, Walmart, Target, Hobby Lobby. So it's good to see the quality of the factories and how good they take care of the workers, because ethical labor is so important to anywhere in the world, and it's something that in the United States we're very conscious of, because we've seen factories in other parts of the world that are not ethical. So I appreciate you being there for us and with us while we do make sure these factories are at the level that we need.
Yeah. Appreciate your opportunity.
We can't fix the global economy. Issues such as tariffs and political conflict will continue to create challenges for the global supply chain. This is what limits our control over pricing, shipping bottlenecks, and other issues that come along with importing products. But we can choose who we work with, how we source our products, and what kind of impact we want to leave.
Yeah, you talk about making a friend.
And for us, this is the kind of Christmas that matters most. Thank you for checking out our video series, and we hope you'll look at your lights a little different this year. Because behind every product, there's a story, and we're proud to help tell it.